Hi guys, I'm Joy Winkler, founder of Joy Yoga Center in Houston, Texas, and founder and owner of MyUniversalJoy. And I am so excited and so honored to be considered to be one of the authors launched by Mindvalley. So I'd like to share with you a little bit about myself and my background and why I know I will be a perfect fit for Mindvalley. So basically, I am a little Texas girl who's been dancing and moving since I was 3. Then decided it would be, for some strange reason, a great idea to get a degree in mechanical engineering. I know, engineering, from Rice University, which I then used for several years until I realized that that was definitely not for me, and I wanted to follow my heart and really live my most joyful, vibrant life and empower others to do the same. And that's just what I did by becoming a yoga teacher. And then by opening my yoga studio, Joy Yoga Center, in 2003, which Joy Yoga Center then went on to be named Best Yoga Studio in Texas. I was named one of the best yoga teachers in Houston. I've traveled around the world teaching at various conferences. All that wonderful stuff, and recently have sold the studio to move on to the next chapter. I have seen yoga transform so many people's lives in such wonderful ways. The way that I approach yoga is unlike anything that you've seen before. The way that I approach yoga is using yoga as a metaphor for our lives and really feeling in a visceral way, feeling in your body, experiencing how you can choose to be at peace and you can choose to feel joyful even when you're in the most challenging, uncomfortable posture. And guess what? That carries over into your daily life. And pretty soon you find yourself in challenging or uncomfortable situations, realizing that you can choose to be at peace. You can choose to breathe and maybe even be grateful, maybe even be joyful for that challenging situation. So you can imagine this is powerful, wonderful, really fun work. And the way that I approach it is in a very fun, playful manner. I tell people the first time they take my classes that they might as well resign themselves to the fact that there will be booty shaking, because there almost always is. We have a great time with it. I think that's also extremely important, to just have fun with it. So that's a little bit about my studio and my approach to yoga. I now am taking the next step. I sold my studio about 6 months ago to move to the next step, which is really growing and expanding these principles and these wonderful transformative techniques of using yoga to transform people's lives. I've seen it in myself, I've seen it in thousands of my students, and I'm just so excited to share this with the world. And I love Mindvalley's big vision for changing the world and touching 1 billion lives by 2050, and I am right there with you guys. I love that, and I know we would have a great time doing that together. I've got tons of great ideas for how we can expand that vision, expand MyUniversalJoy, which is the website that I already have, which provides online classes and an online yoga community so that people can take their yoga with them anywhere and do their yoga anytime. So some of my ideas include creating large group events at maybe non-traditional type venues, maybe a nightclub, hire a DJ and have a yoga class there to really allow people to see the fun of it. Yoga doesn't have to be super serious and taking ourselves so seriously. These principles of transforming our lives are supposed to be fun. They're supposed to make our lives more joyful and more exuberant. So why would we take ourselves seriously to get there? That's a bit of my perspective. Anyway, I see things like that, like very large group events. I'm very comfortable speaking on radio, TV, in front of a camera, in front of large groups. I've done all of this a lot. I can give you guys all those references. They are also included in the paperwork, the document. And I've already begun speaking on various telesummits, and I think that's also a wonderful venue for getting the word out there. So I think this could be a wonderful collaboration. I also see myself collaborating with other Mindvalley authors. This would be wonderfully symbiotic, just a nice symbiosis of awesome with, say, John Gabriel, Christy Marie Sheldon, with Om Vana. This all works together in such a beautiful way. I just think we would have a blast. I think this is a wonderful opportunity. Yoga is just growing and booming, and it's a wonderful opportunity because yoga is something that now has become so mainstream that it's a perfect way to introduce some of the concepts that are a bit more out there, like the meditation and the lover above concepts. The yoga is a wonderful, shall we say, gateway drug to consciousness, to allow people to move their bodies and get in touch with their bodies and get in touch with their hearts. And from there, introduce some of these other concepts because they just go so hand in hand. So I also envision wonderful collaboration with your other Mindvalley authors. I think there is so much potential there for growth and expansion for all of us. So I really look forward to hearing back from you guys. Please check out MyUniversalJoy.com, which is the website with the online classes. And you can get a free sample class there, and I'm happy to give you guys a login if you like, so you can see even more of the classes and become familiar with my style of teaching. And I just look forward to hearing back from you and speaking with you more about even more of my ideas and what I can bring to Mindvalley and how we can change the world together and just have a wonderful time doing it. Thank you so much for your consideration. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.